Well, hello! So today we have a brand new mod to try out. It is the Squid Industries Double Barrel 3.0. So without further ado, let's get into it. So there it is, the Squid Industries Double Barrel 3.0. This is the third iteration of the Double Barrel by the famous Squid Industries. Interestingly enough, anything that comes out of Squid Industries is military themed. As you can see, it even has really nice aggressive military logo on it. So once you open the box, that's what you get, a little leaflet with instructions and the little bag, and there you go. This is the navy blue one, all pretty. Now a couple of points to mention, because Squid Industries, they do listen to the feedback provided, and one of the things that was mentioned is that with the Double Barrel 2.0 you had the problem with the actual door, which was if you would open it, you see it didn't have these latches. It had two small pins on each side, and what that would happen is that over time, by opening and closing it, it would break, and then that's it. Like, you cannot use it because the actual bottom is where it does the contacts. It's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward when it comes down to what it looks like. Another thing that they do listen to the feedback really well is a small detail, which is the actual screen. The 2.0 had a little groove around the screen, so the screen was a little bit more inwards inside, flushing out into the mod, and what will happen is that you had leakages from your atomizer, and it will just make a small puddle here, something really ugly. It has your standard 510 connector, and it has this really interesting dial. You just rotate. This is how you regulate your wattage. Now, when it comes down to regulations and everything else, this is a fully regulated mod, but it only does wattage. It doesn't do temperature control, it doesn't do anything else, so it's quite limited in that aspect. Also, another thing that I have to mention, which is a con in my side, is you need to have a battery charger for this, because this will take 2 batteries, but as you can see, it doesn't have any charging port like all the other mods. So you need to have a separate charger so you can actually charge your batteries separately. That is the only big con I see on this mod. Now let's just open this up, put some batteries in, and give it a quick shot. Another thing I have to mention, you can see it's really well got the plus, the positive and negatives. It's pretty straightforward. It's like literally loading a shotgun. But one thing I have to mention is that as you can see, this already has some marks because I've been using this for quite some time. You actually, the first time you put the batteries in, you really have to press it really hard, because I genuinely thought that the batteries were the wrong size, because I had to put so much strength, because this has to go all the way in and slide to the side. And there you go. Which is another con that I might need to mention, is that sometimes you're just using it around and it just literally just goes and everything just falls on the floor, which is something that we don't want. So let's, instead of talking about the cons, let's talk about the interesting features of it. Now, as you can see, you press 5 times to turn it on. It's a really nice display, and you see the little dial that you just adjust the wattage. You can see this is pretty new. As you can see, you rotate one side to decrease the wattage, you rotate the other side to increase the wattage. And this goes up to 150 watts, which is actually quite good. Most of your day-to-day vaping needs, you'll never go above 100. There's some interesting features, which is like if you press like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it turns itself off. And if you press again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it turns itself on. Now if you press 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it rotates, it flips the screen. So you can actually have it this way, or you can actually have it this way. You just have to press 1, 2, 3. It's a funny aspect. Another interesting thing that it has is that, like for example, if you press 1, 2, 3, 4, it locks it. So let's say you accidentally like rotate this or get stuck in your trousers or whatever. If you press 4 times, it'll lock the actual mechanism. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, locked. As you can see now, if you rotate it, it says locked, which is good. So this way you don't get any surprises in terms of like, you know, surprise wattage. It's pretty good. It fires really quick, and as a example, we're gonna try it out with the Geek Vape Zeus. It auto detects its coils, which is a good thing. There you go. See, it auto detected the coil. It's running at 0.21. Let me just see if I can focus this a little bit. And there you go, see, 0.21. Alright, and now pay attention to how quick this actually fires. It fires really quick. It's actually one of the fastest mods I ever had. It actually goes on par with the Vaporstorm Puma. So I am actually really interested on this one. So yeah, there's not much to add to it. It's quite a simple mod. It comes in several colors. It comes in camo as well, which is a really interesting feature. The only downside, big downside I have to mention on this mod is that, as you can see, scuffs and marks from usage. If they had a rubberized version, that would be absolutely amazing. Like the ones they have, for example, with the Vaporstorm Puma. If you have like this matte black rubberized look into it, would be absolutely amazing, because it's just wear and tear. You're just gonna lose all the color and everything else. So alright, quite simple. Squid Industries, it's nicely done, and there you go. So there you go, the Squid Industries Double Barrel 3.0. It's amazing. It looks like a proper shotgun. I'm rocking it with my Geek Vape Zeus, which I genuinely hate. Yeah, this is what you get. Let's see a little bit of a taste. See how quick it fires. Good. So yeah, that's enough for today, and don't mind the beard. I'm rocking my homeless look, and see you all next week.